This month, the FinTech Times is focusing on Regtech. As we witness some of the biggest regulatory shifts in real time, we've been catching up with industry leaders to find out exactly what they think is going to happen on the horizon. To find out, we asked them what big shifts they expect to see in the near future.
I think, so if we get back to the bases and the roots of this word, so we've got regulatory and technology. When it comes to regulatory requirements, specifically in the area of financial services, one of the big problem a lot of people have been trying to solve within, I would say, even the last 10 years, is how to exchange information between financial institutions, between banks, other fintechs, to make sense out of it and basically stop being blind and acting only in your own very closed loop ecosystem. How do we exchange information, make sense of it so that we can safeguard ourselves and our clients in a much better way that we are doing it today. Up until today, one of the big barriers to that was the fact that the information we're dealing with in the financial services ecosystem is very sensitive. We're dealing with client data, transactional data, which are extremely sensitive when it comes to exchanging it. Now, and thanks to technology, we have ways and methods such as privacy enhancing technologies. I'm talking about certain kind of synthetic data, for example. We have the possibility to actually unlock what used to be a barrier. So I think that's going to be one of the next big things in Regtech, specifically when it comes to dealing with the financial services industry.
Well, I suppose that in the forthcoming years, there will be a harmonization of ML legislation driven by the newly established European Anti-Money Laundering Authority, or AMLA in other words. I think that also the digital identity project driven by the European Commission will be a significant step forward, because it will make the cross-border business, cross-border onboarding become much more effective.
On the last financial crisis, supervisors and regulators has put their view to control financial risk, and from my point of view, nowadays they are well under control, and we have a lot of tools that we didn't have in the past to monitor and control them. We have ratios for control liquidity, that are the liquidity coverage ratios or the net stable funding ratio. We have also specific ratios for interest rate. We have additional ratios for capital management. So this is more or less under control. So nowadays they are paying more attention to other non-financial risks. And in that sense, I think that they are putting their attention mainly in two risks: IT and ESG. So regarding IT, the European Union published a few months ago a new regulation on digital operative resilience that will be fully enforced in January next year. So banks should pay a lot of attention to and effort to comply with this regulation by that date. IT regulation is not completely new, because there was previous regulation by the European Banking Authority and so on, but now they are putting together in only one and creating new things like the alerts that we have to provide to supervisors when we find something related with IT, and they have a specific paths to do that. So this is a big concern in the future. And the other one, as I mentioned, is ESG, and mainly the environmental issues. By the moment, there is no many specific things about that. There are some reporting requirements that we have to face that are more clear, but probably in the future we will have more requirements that will impact our activities and the services that we can provide to other banks and corporates. It's not clear, but probably we will have some restriction to more damaged industries, and we have to still wait and see what regulators ask us to do. But we are seeing the last years that some companies in most difficult industries in that regard, like oil industry, are trying to move their activities not for being only a mere oil company, but only to provide other energies like electricity and so on. So we'll have to wait and see what is the next steps on regulation, but by the moment, banks, I think that are doing our best to comply with the main objectives in this area.